All right, Ugunja legislator Opiyo Wandayi will go down in Kenyan history as the first member of parliament to be suspended from parliament for an entire session which runs for a whole year. Now, though he claims he is not bitter over the severe punishment, Opiyo will have to do without all the privileges and allowances that MPs enjoy. Thairu met with Opiyo Wandayi and now tells us how the first-time MP is coping with life outside parliament.
It is now 1 month since he was forcibly ejected from Parliament for disrupting the President's speech during State of the Nation address. He was among CORD MPs who blew whistles to protest alleged poor leadership by the Jubilee administration. Speaker Justin Muturi was forced to invoke severe standing orders on Opiyo Wandayi that saw him suspended for a whole year. We caught up with the MP at Orange House, where he spends most of his time nowadays serving as the party's Secretary for Political Affairs.
And I'm not bitter at all. I said from the outset, in fact on the very day when I was sent away, that for this country to be where it is currently, a lot of people have made sacrifices, serious sacrifices. If it would call for my sacrifice, then it is a sacrifice which is not in vain.
Until February next year, Wandayi will neither access his office at Parliament nor enjoy the services of his secretary and personal assistant. He is only entitled to his basic salary of 532,500 shillings, which is subjected to 30% taxation. Benefits Wandayi lost include sitting allowances both in the chambers and committees, which is 5,000 shillings per sitting, mileage allowances, which is paid 109 shillings per kilometer, travel allowances, both local and international, which vary from destination to destination, and CDF allowances, as well as the constituency offices.
I am not driven by any material interests, largely because before I joined Parliament, I was working in the corporate world. I just resigned a month to the March 2013 elections. And so if a question of money, benefits, material being, well-being, I would have chosen to remain in the corporate world.
Do you miss debating some legislative agenda, and are your people of Ugunja missing something now that you're out of the 11th Parliament for the whole session?
Personally, I wouldn't say I'm missing anything, but the fact of the matter is that the people who I represent are obviously missing something. The people of Kenya, on whose behalf I speak, because in the National Assembly, when I speak, when I act on behalf of the people of Kenya.
An accountant by profession, Opiyo argues that the punishment has only hardened him.
All these actions were choreographed, were premeditated. Yeah, okay? And therefore it didn't come as a surprise to us. And even the very fact that I was singled out in the crowd, if I may call it so, did not come as a surprise, because as I've mentioned, I knew I was a target. If the intention was to punish me by denying me money, then it has not succeeded. It will never succeed, I can tell you.
Opiyo will not lose his seat, since it was not by choice that he will miss mandatory sittings, but instead he will go down in history as the first MP to be suspended for a whole session in the Commonwealth. Thairu, KTN News.